Hey, this is Tucker, and I am showing you my project JSFunc, and this is what it looks like. I have my comments right up here, very visible, easy to see, easy to read. Um, in my header, I got the title for variable function, and then here's my script for my Java, and this is my external JavaScript file, which I'll show you in a little bit. And then I have a style that I just took off one of your examples just to make it look a little prettier. Um, in the body, I have a div with the ID frame, and I named that with my header right there. Here's a form, and inside the form has my function pretty much. It shows you like what is the weight, and then you have the input, which is pretty much your button, where it has, which will show up. I'll show you what that looks like in a second. So then I have it would just show up the text, and then I gave it an ID, and I did that for right there too, which has the button. And then here's the div, which is the empty box that will show the calculation after you input your number or variable. I have another form here for the other function that I made, which is basically the same thing, except I'm doing different calculations, which is all that the same. And then there's all my closing tags and stuff. And then here is my external JavaScript file. And this is what the comment looks like for JavaScript. Here's my first function, get ounce weight, and there's all my variables that I used. And then this basically runs the function, all that. And like, well, this will like display like on the web page the text, and then what it's doing is it'll take the pound weight that you entered in and it'll times it by 16, because there's 16 ounces in a pound, and then it'll calculate that for you, and then it'll display this, which is another text, and then it'll give you your answer. And this is the other function that I made, get gram weight, which is basically the same thing. I got all the variables, did all the same stuff, just had different calculations in there, and that displays all that. And that's basically all the JavaScript file is. And then I can show you what that looks like in the browser. Oh, let me grab that sec. Right here. Okay. And then, so, like, what is your weight? Be like, I weigh like, I don't know, 140-ish. And then you just hit calculate. And it says your weight is 2,240 ounces, which is a lot. And then from your weight into ounces, you can calculate it into grams. So I'll just type in that same number, 2240, into grams. My weight is 63,000. Wow. Anyways, that is that. And then I can show you my console. You go right click, go to inspect element, and that brings up this tab, and then you check out your console and there's nothing in there. So I'm pretty sure I got all the bugs out of there. And then that's that. And then I can show you my where they went. Okay. Come on. There's one screenshot of me finishing the Code Academy. And then there's my name there, finished it all, got all that done. Wasn't too bad. and the little drawing that I had to make was right here. It's a little small. I'll make that bigger. Whoa. But there's my button, and then you can break it down into the HTML or the JavaScript. And then from there, from the HTML, you can put it into an input, which there's many different times. Like you can have you can put a lot in your input. Like you can have the type, the name, the value, or the ID in the input. And then for the JavaScript, you can go down, you can have the on click, which you can click on the calculate button and it will calculate it. Or you can do an onload, which will automatically load it as soon as you load the web page. And then those both can go into inputs, because you need to put inputs in pretty much everything. Well, not everything, but a lot. And that's just the basic diagram of that. And oh, one thing that I learned during Code Academy would be, I'd say like I really learned how to do the if and else statements, like the true and false. That program really helped me to learn that, so that was pretty nice. It's a pretty good website. Helps me learn pretty good. Fix that up there, and that should be it.